You're absolutely right. The words we say to ourselves hold extraordinary power, quietly shaping our reality. It's truly thought-provoking. How many people wait for external validation, waiting for someone to tell them they are good enough? But the truth is, if that belief doesn't take root from within, then external praise holds little meaning. Every morning, we wake up as a chance to assert who we are, to take ownership of our day before the outside world tries to dictate it. If we don't control our thoughts, they will control us, no matter how much talent or potential we possess. A mind filled with doubt and negative self-talk will erode every effort, preventing us from reaching our true limits. It's sobering to realize how easily we lower ourselves. I'm not good enough, I always mess things up. I'll never succeed, those words repeated over and over become a persistent background noise, stifling our growth, and sadly, that's exactly what many people are unconsciously planting in their minds, reaping failures and disappointments. But imagine what would happen if we reversed that script. What if every morning as we look in the mirror, we speak powerful words of affirmation, acknowledging the infinite potential within. I am strong, I am capable. I am made for greatness, I am more than my past. Those words of life will begin to shift our minds, change our energy, and even alter our actions. Our bodies respond to our words. Our actions follow our beliefs. When we speak of strength, we begin to act strongly. When we speak of success, we begin to see opportunities for success. This isn't magic. It's a shift in perception and determination. We decide to take control of our inner world, regardless of what happens externally. You are absolutely correct in saying that everything begins with words. Before we build with our hands, we build in our minds. Success appears in our language before it manifests in our lives. We must speak it, declare it before we experience it. Consider the journeys of those who have achieved significant success. It didn't happen by chance. They too have to battle self-doubt, fear, and the little voices telling them they would never make it. And their weapon of choice was their own voice, speaking words of victory into their lives. Even when they didn't feel it, even when it seemed impossible, even when everything was against them. The real test isn't when things are easy, but when we are discouraged, struggling. That's when we need to dig deep. Remind ourselves who we are. You are strong, not weak or broke. The past doesn't define the future. Mistakes, our lessons and obstacles, our opportunities to prove our resilience. But it all starts with speaking like a winner, thinking like a champion right now. It's truly poignant how you point out that most people lose the battle in their minds before they even step onto the field. They disqualify themselves with negative thoughts. But you highlighted a crucial truth. It's only too late if we decide. It is only too difficult if we accept that lie. The moment we reverse the script, speaking life instead of death, that's the moment everything changes. Your advice is incredibly practical. Every morning before checking our phones, before turning on the news, before letting the world tell us who we are, let's open our mouths and declare 5 lines of power, 5 lines of truth. Let's speak until we believe, until it becomes our reality, until nothing and no one can shake our confidence. Because the words we speak today will shape our lives tomorrow. You emphasize a vital point. We are not mediocre, out here just to exist in a mundane way. We are made for something bigger, something greater. The problem is, many don't even recognize the power within condition. To think small, dream small, settle, but our potential is limitless. And our future lies in our own hands. The moment we start speaking that truth into our lives, that's the moment everything begins to shift. You've identified a significant barrier. Excuses: I wasn't born into the right family. I don't have enough money. I don't have the right connections. Those words repeated become limiting beliefs. But the truth is, the only thing standing between us and the life we deserve is the story we keep telling ourselves. If that story is full of limitations, Fear and doubt, our lives will reflect that. But what if we change that story? What if instead of focusing on what we lack, we focus on what's within us? I am capable, I am strong. I have everything I need to succeed. I refuse to give up. What if every morning we remind ourselves that we have a purpose, a calling, that we were born to do something extraordinary? Because the truth is, no one else will do it for us. It's our job, and if we don't control our thinking, don't speak power into our own lives, we will waste the very potential that has been placed inside us. You understand the struggles many face, the hurts, the past failures. But you've delivered a message of hope. As long as we are breathing, it's not over. Every morning is a chance to turn things around. The key is to stop looking at where we've been and start focusing on where we are going. We must speak it, declare it. When we do, our minds begin to change. Our actions align with our words. And we start making decisions based on where we are headed. Where we have been, and before we know it, we are walking in our potential instead of running from it. And let's be real, walking in our potential isn't always easy. It requires effort, discipline, sacrifice, but the choice is clear. Do we want to struggle for a seesaw and reach our greatness? Or stay comfortable and never know what we are truly capable of? We are not designed to live beneath our potential. There is something inside us the world needs. A dream, a gift, a fire waiting to be unleashed. It all starts with how we see ourselves, how we talk to ourselves every single day. Your challenge is profound. Every morning, look in the mirror and say 5 lines of power, 5 lines of truth, 5 lines reminding yourself who you are, what you are capable of, and where you are going. If we do that consistently, commit to declaring our greatness every day, nothing can stop us from becoming all that we were meant to be. Our potential is waiting. The only question is, are we ready to step into it? Fear and doubt will steal our destiny if we let them. Every day there's a battle in our minds, a fight between who we are and who we could be, between our dreams and our fears. And you're right, most people lose before they even enter the arena, waking up already defeated. But you've highlighted a crucial truth. Fear is a liar, doubt is a thief. If we don't control our thoughts and words, we live a life of unfulfilled potential. Fear and doubt aren't stop signs. They are just part of the journey. Successful people feel fear and hear doubt too. The only difference is they don't list. Fear is only as powerful as we allow it to be. Doubt only controlling if we give it control. And the way we take back that power is by opening our mouths and speaking truth. Our emotions will deceive us, but when we stand up and declare our worth and our refusal to quit, our minds have no choice but to shift. Because words have power. Confidence is built through actio. Believe through movement. We don't wait to believe in ourselves. We take the steps, put in the work. Push past the fear in the process. Our belief grows. We must stop playing small. Stop waiting for permission. Stop doubting ourselves. The only thing standing between us and the life we deserve is ourselves. The only thing holding us back is the story we keep telling ourselves about why we can't. But if we just change that story, everything will change. So your challenge resonates deeply every day. Speak life over yourself. Declare your strength, your courage, your power. Make it a habit. Make it non-negotiable. Because when you truly believe in yourself, nothing can stop you. The world doesn't determine your worth. You do, no matter how hard it gets. No matter the obstacles, you cannot give up. Too many start strong but don't finish. Too many have big dreams but quit when things get tough. Success comes to those who stay, who put in the work, who refuse to give up. The journey won't be easy. There will be days of doubt, moments of questioning. But it's in those moments that most people quit. If we can push through, keep fighting when we feel like leaving, that's when breakthroughs happen. Everyone wants the reward, but not everyone wants the process. You can't reach the summit without climbing. If we quit every time it gets hard, we'll never reach our destination. Some of us have stopped too soon, given up right before a breakthrough. Ever give up? Today is a new day. A new opportunity. This time we will see it through. We owe it to ourselves, to the person we were created to be. We must start seeing challenges as opportunities, embracing the struggle every time we push through. We become stronger, better, unstoppable. But it only happens if we make the decision not to quit. Time will pass anyway, whether we give up or keep going. The days will come and go, so why not keep going? See what happens if this time we don't quit. It takes perseverance, resilience, a mindset that says, I don't care what it looks like now. I will not give up. When we make that decision, everything changes. Most people quit when they feel uncomfortable. Stop when things get hard. But not us. We need to remind ourselves every day that quitting is not an option. No matter how slow the progress, how long it takes, how many setbacks we face, we keep moving forward, keep fighting, keep showing up. Because if we refuse to quit on ourselves, we will eventually die. The only way we truly lose is if we stop. Gratitude changes everything. Most people wake up defeated, frustrated, focused on what's wrong. They open their eyes and immediately start thinking about their problems. But what we focus on grows. If all we see is what's lacking, that's what our lives will reflect. We don't need more to be grateful. Gratitude isn't about what we have, but how we perceive what we have. It's about shifting our mindset from I have to I get, to waking up and saying I get another day to live, to pursue my dreams, to learn and grow. The moment we start speaking gratitude, we unlock more. Some of us are blocking our own breakthroughs by complaining, focusing on what we don't have. Every time we do that, we close the door to opportunities. One grows from a place of lack. One wins from a place of negativity. But when we choose gratitude, we shift our energy, attract more abundance. No matter what we are facing, there is always something to be grateful for. Winners in life refuse to let circumstances steal their gratitude. Life will test us, but if we have gratitude as our foundation, those challenges won't knock us down. If we want to change our lives, let's start by changing our language. What comes out of our mouths every morning? Instead of complaining, let's start thinking. Instead of focusing on what's not working, let's start declaring what is. What we appreciate appreciates. The more we focus on the good, the more good we will see. The more we express gratitude, the more reasons we will have to be grateful. Let's make gratitude a daily habit. Saying 5 things we are grateful for no matter what. We can't be grateful and bitter at the same time. Grateful and angry, grateful and fearful. Gratitude takes up too much space for negativity. That's the secret. We don't get more by focusing on what we lack. We get more by being grateful for what we have. So let's make the challenge every morning. Before anything else, let's speak gratitude. Find 5 things to be grateful for. Say them out loud, own them. Walk in them. When we choose gratitude, nothing can stop us from walking into abundance. Gratitude is the foundation for everything great in our lives. We must believe in ourselves before anyone else does. Too many wait for the world to acknowledge them. But if we don't believe in ourselves, no one else will. If we don't see our own potential, we'll spend our lives seeking permission to be great. A game we can never win. Most people don't fail because they lack ability, but because they don't believe they have enough. Doubt and insecurity kill dreams before they have a chance to grow. But we were not born to play small. There's something inside us meant to shine, to make an impact. The only way we step into that is if we start believing in ourselves. When everything is perfect, but right now amidst the struggle, belief isn't something that just appears. It's something we have to build. Cultivate every day by speaking it. We must remind ourselves who we are. Declare our strength, our power, our purpose. If we don't, the world will try to convince us we are less than we truly are. Some of us have spent too long listening to the wrong voices, letting doubt take over our minds, letting others' opinions shape how we see ourselves, letting past failures define us, letting fear convince us we don't deserve success. But that stops today. Today, we make a decision. Draw a line and say, I refuse to doubt myself anymore. People will doubt us, question us, tell us we are crazy for pursuing our dreams. But that's okay, they don't see what we see. They don't have our vision, our calling. They don't need to believe in us. We do. It's not easy, especially if we've carried doubt for years. But we don't have to stay there. We can choose to believe in ourselves. Start speaking life into our future. Silence negative thoughts and replace them with truth. That's where it all begins. In our minds. With the words we say to ourselves to build confidence. Start telling yourself every day, I am stronger, I am capable. I am worthy, I have everything I need to succeed. Say it even when you don't feel it. Even when you are struggling. Even when you are afraid. The more you say it, the more you will believe it. And the more you believe it, the more you will start living it. Some of us are waiting for confidence to come before we act, waiting to feel ready, waiting for fear to disappear. But that's not how it works. Confidence is built through actio. Believe through movement. We don't wait to believe. We take the steps, put in the effort. Push past the fear in the process. Our belief grows. We must stop playing small. Stop waiting for permission. Stop doubting ourselves. The truth is, the only thing standing between us and the life we deserve is ourselves. The only thing holding us back is the story we keep telling ourselves about why we can't. But if we just change that story, everything will change. So every day, speak life over yourself. Declare your strength, your courage, your power. Make it a habit. Make it non-negotiable. Because when you start believing in yourself, truly believing, nothing can stop you. The world doesn't determine your worth. You do, no matter what happens. No matter how hard it gets. No matter the obstacles, you cannot give up. Too many start strong but don't finish. Too many have big dreams but quit when things get tough. Success comes to those who stay, who put in the work, who refuse to give up. The journey won't be easy. There will be days of doubt, moments of questioning. But it's in those moments that most people quit. If we can push through, keep fighting. When we feel like leaving, that's when breakthroughs happen. Everyone wants the reward, but not everyone wants the process. You can't reach the summit without climbing. If we quit every time it gets hard, we'll never reach our destination. Some of us have stopped to sue, given up right before a breakthrough. Ever give up? Today is a new day. A new opportunity. This time we will see it through. We owe it to ourselves, to the person we were created to be. We must start seeing challenges as opportunities, embracing the struggle. Every time we push through, we become stronger, better, unstoppable. But it only happens if we make the decision not to quit. Time will pass anyway, whether we give up or keep going. The days will come and go, so why not keep going? See what happens if this time we don't quit. It takes perseverance, resilience, a mindset that says, I don't care what it looks like now. I will not give up. When we make that decision, everything changes. Most people quit when they feel uncomfortable. Stop when things get hard. But not us. We need to remind ourselves every day that quitting is not an option. No matter how slow the progress, how long it takes, how many setbacks we face, we keep moving forward, keep fighting, keep showing up. Because if we refuse to quit on ourselves, we will eventually win. The only way we truly lose is if we stop.